Hello everyone and welcome back to Southern Wealth. I hope you guys are doing very well. If you do enjoy the content, please consider drop that like and subscribe. As you guys know, it's the only thing that I ask. So next Tuesday, I will be doing a live stream. Don't forget, turn on the notification bell so you know when I'm live. In regards timing, I'm thinking maybe 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see, but somewhere around that, I guess. I think, not sure, but I think in Europe you're talking, what is it, 9:30 Central European time. I guess it's 1 hour less in London. But in any case, if you guys cannot catch it, please just watch in replay. If you guys have some questions, please bring them to the day. I'll try to go live for 30 to 45 minutes. We can always extend a little bit if there's a lot of interest, so don't forget to come and tag along. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about macro feeling and then basically a little bit on the crypto side. By the way, guys, sorry for my last video. I actually rewatched it and I saw that it was a little bit all over the place. I was really exhausted. I'm very resistant to fatigue and to stress, but it was just a completely crazy week. And by the way, just for you guys to have a little bit of behind the scenes, I don't write anything. Like, I don't take any notes. I think the maximum that I took notes here was basically the 12 predictions for the year, so I don't forget. But I don't write anything. Like, I don't plan the stream. I don't come here, or I don't plan the videos. I don't come here and I take 10,000 notes and basically structure everything. No, I climb the stairs, sit down, camera on, go, and that's it. That's usually how it goes. So I apologize if sometimes I jump a little bit back and forth. In any case, Bitcoin's around 105,000, Ethereum 3,350 on the macro side. So I think ISM, which showcases a little bit, which gives us a little bit of information on the business cycle, has pretty much bottomed. I think Trump will benefit from the recovery of the business cycle. So this is more linked to the real economy. Manufacturing, PMIs and all of that sort. I think he caught the bottoms of it, or the bottoms of it just happened in the recent months, and basically he will catch the wave going up. I think we will need a couple of months of adjustment, so I think we will need something like what we've seen in the months of December, meaning the job market stays strong, at least in the reporting part of it, while inflation still comes down. Because at the moment, what people are a bit, they're having kind of a Pavlovian reaction to the job report. So if the job report comes strong, immediately everything sells off because people think, inflation is going to come hotter, so there's no interest rate cuts, blah, 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 blah. I think if they see another couple of months of the job reports come stronger, but the inflation numbers come lower, then they start thinking, okay, but this is actually good, right? Inflation is low, but the job market is strong. So why are we so concerned? And then you hit the switch, and all of a sudden, good economic reports stop being a negative on the money printing side. Now, the money printing, I think, will have to happen either via the central bank or the treasury. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day, because what matters is you create more currency, which means risk assets go up. Meaning, if interest rates get left as they are now, you basically, within 12 months, the interest expense, meaning paying interest on the debt, on the national debt, will be a bigger item than Medicare or Social Security. So how will the US finance that? Issuing debt, creating currency, or reducing the interest rate expense by doing what? Lowering rates and printing money. So either if it's the liquidity created on the Fed side or on the Treasury side, at some point, I think they will cut rates much more than the initial envisage, which is great for risk assets. I'm really getting the feeling that we're going to have a double altcoin season, as I've mentioned during my prediction video. I think Bitcoin will top somewhere between mid-March, mid-April, followed by, in the month afterwards, altcoins peak as well. Then we have the classical sell-off Meaning, of course, what I mean by this is if Bitcoin peaks in April, I think altcoins run until May, late May. And then you have, of course, these also intertwines with the US tax season, which means then a lot of people sell crypto to pay taxes. We have a dump into the summer, and then we have the real altcoin season in Q4. If Bitcoin peaks, as I expect, late September, first half of October, I'm looking at particular dates like 27th September, 6th of October, and 20th of October. And as again, Ethereum and alts, particularly altcoins, peak about a month to a month and a half later. So that would put us somewhere between late November and December. Then you can have segments of altcoins that still run a little bit longer. So for example, back in 2021, I think Polygon peaked in January 2022. So you can have a few coins, but you'll notice that there are going to be less and less that can run a little bit into January 2026, maybe even February 2026. But I would say the majority of the gains will be made all across the board. I would say around Q4 2025. We've had nothing but good news, yet this is not reflected on the price, as this lets people really pissed off. And I've said, there's a lot of selling going around because a lot of people were planning to sell in Q1. Since December, that selling has been quite aggressive, which means a lot of people are saying, oh my God, I was about to sell in March, but I don't think we're going to get there. So they are doing the selling right now. This is crucial for all these people to then come back later and drop and try to compensate for lost time with leverage so then they can get destroyed. So this is how it happens in every single cycle, but particularly this cycle because people remember 2020-21 cycle and no longer the 2016-2017 cycle, which I believe this cycle resembles much more. When I mean about by fundamentals, besides the one that I've already discussed, for us who hold altcoins, right? Trump said, digital asset stockpile, crypto. He could have just said, you see, I think people are not really appreciating the importance of this because the prices have been subdued. So until Ethereum really blows up and then it brings all the altcoins with it, people won't really grasp the importance of this. Trump could have come out and said, we only recognize Bitcoin as a sufficiently safe asset, so this is the only asset that we're going to care about. We view altcoins more as gambling rather than actual assets. He could have said this, and most of his constituents would be happy with it. But he didn't. He could have said also something else. He could have said, look guys, I know that I talked about a Bitcoin strategic reserve or a crypto strategic reserve or whatever. However, you guys need to recognize that we have bigger fish to fry at the moment. Look, we have a crisis in the southern border. We have conflicts all over the world. We have rampant deflation. We have 7% interest rates on mortgages. I need to first fix that, and then I can start working about crypto. So crypto will be a plan for 2026. He could have said it. Most of his constituents would be okay with it. But he didn't. So what I'm trying to say here is a lot of things that happen our way, then most people are not giving credit at this particular time. Why? Because the color of the charts are not green enough. You see, if Bitcoin was 140K and Ethereum was 10K or 12K, then all of a sudden everybody would be in agreement that all of these things that just happened would be crucial. Oh, by the way, small side note, I was considering not to talk about this one, but I made a small lottery ticket, about $1,000 in DICKBUTT on base, but I did it yesterday and it was 6.6 million when I got in, and today is 13 million, so that's a 2x. I don't really like talking about coins after they moved, but yeah, I mean, I made my video yesterday quite early in the day, and then I bought it in the afternoon. I wasn't expecting for the thing to double. So I think it doubled. I got in someone around the 6, 7, maybe 7 point something million. I mean, don't quote me, let's say 7 million, someone around that. It's now 13 million, but I don't like to talk about this like this, because then it sounds like, you're talking about a coin that just pumped. So I placed a lottery ticket. How did I pick it? Quite simple. The community seems quite active. Volume was quite active. Coin has been out for a few months. Coin has dropped 90+%, 95 I think at some point, 97 at some point, so really a massive drop. And it came back. So that tells me, okay, it's not a scam because it's been around for quite some time, number one. Or at least it doesn't look like a scam. Number two, it has a strong community, dropped 97 and 95% and came back. And it was still down 82 or 83% from its previous all-time high. So I said, okay, 83%, that's a 5x for just to test the old all-time high. And it's doing this as Ethereum is still in the shitter. So I'm willing to drop $1,000 on this. So that was the way that I thought about it. Should you go and copy me and invest in it? No, I'm just disclosing because I always disclose my positions. By the way, I saw that BOPI dropped to 400K. As you guys know, my average cost in BOPI is 550K, so I'm officially on the red. Am I concerned about it? Not really. I would be concerned about it if Hoppy and Andy and Pepe and all the others were pumping, except BOPI, and basically the Telegram just disappeared or nobody was paying attention, and Ethereum was ramping higher and everything was going higher except Bob. Then I would be concerned. But BOPI is kind of a leverage play on Hoppy, and Hoppy has had an 85% drop. So BOPI also dropped from the all-time highs around 87%. So that doesn't seem like crazy to me. I still have a lot of confidence in the project. It's lottery tickets. Can it go to 0? Absolutely. Can it go to 10 million? Also absolutely. So I'm here for both case scenarios, and I'm happy with my decision on that. And I do understand the nature of the market. Coins, good projects dropped 85, 90, 92, 93%, and they still come back. If they are good, if they have strong communities, if they have resilient communities, they will come back. If they don't, they don't. It's really that simple. But in summary, I think a lot of positive things, even more than what we could expect in the beginning, have happened. I think these have not been fully appreciated because of the state of the price action. So if the price action was much stronger, all of a sudden... So what's going to happen in my view is, I think probably starting this week, we're going to start to play catch-up quite nicely in the crypto world. And prices will really start to ramp up. And then it will be easy to identify why. Basically, everything that just happened and happened over the next few weeks will be used as the explanation for the rise in the price. But you see, those fundamentals already happened. They are happening right now. But people don't see them because the price is still not high enough. It's really that simple. Once people see it, things that they considered to be bad become good. Things that they consider to be good became great, and things that became not at all interesting became all of a sudden a big point of focus. And with that, guys, thank you very much for your support. I hope you guys had a very good weekend. Don't forget, drop the like and subscribe. I will leave the contract address in my description of my new lottery ticket, so you guys can keep it up. And you know exactly which coins I'm invested in. I think this is important. I think YouTubers should do this in general, not just me, which is disclose coins you have, when you entered, and if the price goes down, also talk about them, and not just talk about coins that have exploded to make yourself look like a genius. And with that, thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next one. See you on Tuesday for the live stream. Don't forget, bring a lot of questions. Try to attend, turn on that notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next one.